This is WYGG 88.1 FM, Asbury Park.
We all can agree that raising a family in these times is challenging. With everything being so exposed and accessible through social media and the influence that come along with it, how do we find the balance?
Does your child feel confined and has no outlet?
Sasha, meet me in the bathroom so we can take our Instagram pics, because you know once I get home they won't let me out.
Would your child come to you when they need help?
Mom, I'm in trouble and I don't know what to do.
Do you know the signs when your child is crying out for help?
Nicholson, you don't listen. The school has called me and now I have to attend another school meeting. This time you lose your video games for 2 months.
Do you and your family need access to resources?
I lost my job. How will we get our bills paid?
Does your family have expectations and boundaries for mutual respect and understanding?
I am the man of the house, but my family does not respect me.
Finally, a show where families can feel supported and get resources for guidance during these troubled times. Presented to you by Good News Community Action. Family Matters, a radio show, aired every Saturday afternoon from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. A new segment discussing all things and situations relating to families. Family Matters Discussions, a radio show for everyone to listen together.
Bonjour, bonjour, hello, bonsoir. Family Matters to all. We're Family Matters again with you at WYGG 88.1 Radio, Good News Community Action. We're coming to you today, this Saturday, as we do every Saturday at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it's repeated on Sundays as well, from 3 to 4. If you were able to get on to Facebook or go to goodnewstv.com, you are able to see the radio show or listen to the radio show again, what we promoted on the first on today.
Bonsoir tout le monde, bienvenue dans Affaires Famille. Moi c'est Elnam qui est ensemble avec moi Manti qui est dans le studio ensemble avec nous. Ça c'est un service qui est programme Good News Community Action by chaque samedi 4h pour 5h, répété encore dimanche 3h pour 4h. Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler de qui ça cap manger, peuple haïtien, qui ça cap manger moun. Nous parler de aujourd'hui c'est deuxième samedi dans mois, nous allons parler de health and wellness, ça veut dire que est-ce que nous avons bonne santé? Nous allons discuter qui qualité manger, qui bon pour nous manger et puis qui ça pour nous faire pour nous joindre bon manger parce que y a un paquet de bagages qui dehors aujourd'hui. So, moi content ensemble avec nous m'a dit nous qui gens que nous attend des radios. Si que nous besoin de radio sur Facebook, nous can aller dans WYGG Good News Radio ou bien on can aller sur website là dans goodnewsradiotv.com ou bien on peut aller numéro de téléphone 518 906 15 96. Et puis si que vous attendez nous sur Facebook, nous t'avons pour quitter quelques commentaires pour nous dire que nous aimons programme, si que nous avons d'autres suggestions de programme que nous t'avons attendé, s'il vous plaît, dis-nous ça, nous avons un cap suivre tout commentaire que nous avons quitté et puis nous répondre nous. Et puis nous besoin faire nous songer que ligne radio a ouvert pour nous. Si que nous avons relais, nous besoin pour relais 732 775 02 20 ou bien 732 775 02 25.
And that was a mouthful. That was Elna. Of course, you know I'm Monty, and we'll welcome you again yet another Saturday to join with us as we come forth with yet another platform. And here are the ways that you can listen. You can go to the website on goodnewsradiotv.com, or you can also watch us or listen to us, watching us soon to come, on Facebook, WYGG Good News Radio. Or you can listen to us on the phone by listening at 518-906-1596. Again, you can dial 518-906-1596 and listen to us live. Okay? If you're listening on Facebook or you're online, don't forget to leave us that famous thumbs up, comment, and give us a like. Even if you will, follow us. We have great and awesome content coming towards you. Not to mention, we have a treat for you today, which we will be announcing very soon. So if you are listening and you got friends and family, whatever, you might want to get a hold of them and tell them to go over to WYGG and listen to Family Radio.
That's right.
So, and if you like this program and want to experience more of it, please donate to WYGG Good News Radio's Community Action Network. You can get in contact with me as well. I can give you more information about that. If you have a business, a small business, or something that you would like to promote, get in contact with me, that's Monty, at 848-466-2759 or 848-863-9747. Okay, so we are looking for sponsors, and remember, no donation is too big or too small. All right, so call 732-775-0220 to find out how you can donate. Now, it is coming up. It is getting closer and closer. The 29th anniversary fundraising banquet. That's on Sunday, August 27th, 2023, at 6 p.m. Living Word Fellowship Center, 81 Route 35, Neptune, New Jersey, 0753. Again, that's going to be at Living Word Fellowship Center on 81 Route 35, Neptune, New Jersey, 07753. And we'll have our very own musical guest, Roger Coles Jr., bringing you awesome music, right? So for more information, call 732-775-0220 or 732-775-0225.
Ok, so si ke nou te tende sa, Radio Bonne Nouvelle a célébré 29 anniversaire li, la fait un fundraising banquet dimanche 27 août à 6h après-midi dans Living Word Fellowship Center qui sous 81 route 35 dans Neptune. Yo genye moun spécial qui vient jouer musique pour nous ka danser réjouir kon nous. Li relé Roger Cola Jr. Si nous avons besoin de plus d'informations, qui j'en nous avons acheté ticket pour nous participer dans le banquet Radio Bonne Nouvelle, nous avons relé numéro de téléphone 732-775-0220, 732-775-0225. So we have guests here, so we're not going to keep them waiting any longer because we have so much to report to the community. So we're just going to get right to it, right, Monty?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have special guests. We talked about it last week, and they actually called in and talked on the show, and we had a good time talking. And now it's good to actually have a face to the voices and the smiles. We love the smiles. So listen, we have Sue, Cecilia, and Will here to talk to you about the back to school giveaway for Asbury Park. Now, I'm going to let them talk and explain to you about it, but what I will say, this is not your normal, everyday, average back-to-school giveaway. Listen, this is going to be an awesome day for you and your family.
That's right.
Come out and check this out and find out what this is about. Listen to them as they explain to you what's going to happen here, what they're offering, and why you should come out and have a great time for this day.
Great, thank you. Thanks for letting us be here. So my name is Celia Catani. I'm with Community Karma, along here with Sue and Will, who's from Little League. Mm-hmm. And several organizations across Asbury have partnered together. So in Community Karma, the Little League, as well as St. Stephen AME Zion Church. Mm-hmm. And we're working together to provide a backpack giveaway and a party, really, on August 26th. Mm-hmm. Right now, we have over 700 backpacks filled with school supplies, so we can't wait to get them into the hands of children as they're getting ready to go back to school.
Right.
And then we're going to be doing the giveaway on August 26th at St. Stephen AMC Zion Church. It's right on 1001 Springwood, so just right up on Springwood Avenue.
Right.
And it's going to be a great afternoon. We're going to have lots of food. We're going to have a bouncy house. The Lake House Music Academy students are going to be performing. And then we'll have lots of backpacks to give away. It's been a tremendous partnership with all the organizations. We do ask, and I know you're going to get the information out to folks. It would be ideal if the children could be registered in advance, because we want to just make
Right.
sure we have the right grade level supplies for who's coming, but that's certainly not required. And we're looking forward to a really fun day. And I'll let Sue and Will kind of add anything else they like.
Okay.
Right.
So we do prefer that you register for a backpack. It'll just reserve a backpack at your grade level, whether you're in kindergarten or in middle school and high school or in elementary school. We will get you a backpack with school supplies that are appropriate for your grade level. If you do not get to register, you can come the day of the event, and we will be able to take your information and get you a backpack and school supplies if it's still available.
Okay,
If we,
okay.
But the way to guarantee that you have something would be to register in advance and to
Right.
reserve it
That's
for yourself.
Yeah, right.
If you're not registered, it's first come, first serve. So
Right.
please
Yes.
register.
It's better to
That would be
register.
better.
Yes, yes.
So can I ask a question? So when people register, then they're going to be assigned a sort of number. Is there a different line that they would go to?
Yeah, well, what'll happen is when you come in, so first you can go on to the registration form, and we just want to get like the name and the grade of each student, so we can match it. What we'll do is we're packing up the backpacks, and we're actually putting a ribbon on each backpack to know if it's kindergarten, elementary school, middle or high school. Then when you come in, part of the whole area, there'll be a section to pick up your backpack.
Okay.
If you're pre-registered, that'll be the fastest line, because we'll
Okay.
just go and we'll check your name off and make sure, you're Celia, you're in kindergarten, check that. We'll give you a wristband, and then you'll go collect your backpack. If you're not pre-registered, there'll be a separate line,
Okay.
but, that'll move a little slower, because we're gonna wanna get all your information to know what
Right,
grade you're
right.
in.
Okay.
So-
And does parents have to bring anything like identification or? Well, I know there's another organization doing it, but they're asking for birth certificates and stuff.
Yeah,
like
no, so all that we want to make it as simple as possible, and we want to get the backpacks into the hands of as many students that can benefit from it. We do ask, when you fill out the form, it's your cell phone and your email, because we do need a way to just make sure we can identify who's who. And so that's what we're using, is email and or cell phone. Both is actually the best, so that we can communicate out to folks. But so when you'll come, you'll say that you'll get a wristband, and then when you get your backpack, we're gonna cut off the wristband, so we know that.
Okay,
it's already
that you already
done.
got
Yeah.
one.
You have a little bit of,
Right, and then there's a checklist, because
right,
we have to do checks and balances, right?
we got a little,
Absolutely.
we wanna make
Yes.
sure the process is working, and
Good.
everybody that's reserved.
You definitely want to make sure you're who you say you are.
Right.
Because everybody will jump in front of the line.
Yes, yes. I
So-
think it's a wonderful thing that you guys are doing
Absolutely.
for the community. Because, I have kids and I've purchased backpacks over the years. They're expensive.
It's expensive to
Oh my
fill them up.
goodness.
Everything's expensive right now.
It's, and we wanna make it just really fun too. I mean, we know, it's to go back to, the summer, and it still feels like it's pretty hot in summer, but,
Right.
school's gonna be back in 3 weeks. We want everyone to go, to be as prepared as we can. And what we're really looking forward to, and Will's kind of been instrumental in getting this whole party set up, along with Pastor Newton at St. Stephen Church. It's just
That's
it's gonna
awesome.
be so much fun.
That is
So we
so
just
awesome.
can't wait for everyone to
Yeah.
interact.
So
This is if ever there was a way to make somebody excited about going back to school, this
Right.
is one, right? Because I know when we were growing up, Will, it was like we wasn't ready to go back to school.
No.
So nobody want to hear about going back to school. But this is one way to get people happy and really ready to go back to school.
Right.
Right.
And one of the things that we've done also with the signs that we put out, the QR code is on all the posters around town, that they can
Nice.
they can go right on the QR code on the signs
Nice.
and get in.
Okay.
Also, when you asked about identification, which when they get there, we will have their name already on the list, the ones that registered.
Okay.
So we're not gonna go through the checking your ID and license,
Good,
all
good.
that.
Okay.
You just tell us your name. If your name is Monty, we go in there and pull your name up.
Monty,
and
on
you're
the
there.
list.
Right,
On the list,
on
right.
the list.
Right.
And the next thing is that, like she said, we're having a cotton candy, popcorn machine, ice cream truck. We having beef and hamburgers, hamburgers, regular hamburgers, hot dogs. And if you have any children that has a group, any organization that might want to perform, please call me. Because we're trying to make this a kids thing, and if you have a group of kids that may want to perform that day, we would love to have them kids to perform.
Yeah, because we see it
Call
more.
me at 732, I give you my number,
Okay.
732-684-1468 in Willwright. Thank you.
And, I think the most exciting thing for us about this, and we've been, kind of working together, and this will be kind of like the beginning of a partnership that's going to be ongoing, is it's not just about getting school supplies out to kids who might need them, but really kind of building up the relationships and community and really just bringing everybody together from like all different parts of Asbury, all working together like we've done. It's been a tremendous kind of experience kind of across the board, and we're super excited to like have it all come together on August 26th. I think it's just going to be so much fun.
Absolutely, and Family Matters is a friend of yours, so feel free to reach out and let us know, anything that you guys have planned for the community, and we'll get the word out there. And if some of us can help out too, we will.
Yeah, we would
One
love,
for
we
the
would
other.
love
Absolutely.
for you to
Looking
get.
forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas, there'll be a lot of toys and
Yes.
also Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
It
so
would be,
Community Karma also runs a toy drive
Okay.
at holiday time. And last year, we gave out bags of toys and gift cards for groceries to, what was it, over about 165 families.
Wow,
There
really?
was,
And
there's
then-
166 families that were pre-registered, and we ended up supporting about 250 families.
Wow.
But it's really a lot easier if you pre-register, because
Right,
we're really
right.
prepared for you.
So-
So we'll welcome everybody that comes in on day of,
Yes.
but really it's easier if you can
Now, your
pre-register.
registration form, is it in Haitian Creole too? Or?
It's in it's in English, Haitian Creole, and Spanish. Yeah, it's here.
Okay.
My printer at home didn't.
The online form is in Haitian Creole.
Yes.
Okay, good. So they can just go and read and follow what it says.
Yes.
Okay.
And we tried to
Very
keep it. It's only like 5 questions. It's really just parent and guardian's
simple.
contact information, the child's name,
Right.
what grade they're in, what school they go to, and that's it.
Right.
It's really easy.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
You guys didn't mention the haircut.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
And the hair braiding.
The hair braiding too. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's just for kids.
It's just for kids, and it's stuff it's not anything, like the braiding can't be anything that takes like 4 hours, because our event's only 4 hours.
'Cause that's a whole day affair.
But so it's just for kids, and things that are, what it has been said, fairly simple, things that are fairly simple. But yeah, it's gonna be, and also the Asbury Book Cooperative is gonna be there. They're gonna have a table of books. So after the kids get their backpack, they can go over and pick out a book that they might want to start reading
nice.
before they head to school.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
I tell you, this is so awesome. I love the way the program is set up and how simple it is to get involved and to get things out to the people that they need. So listen, my friends that are listening on the radio, and if you are listening and you have, again, if you have friends, family, and people that you know that are in need or would just like to take advantage of this, they are giving away school material. They're inviting you to come out and join in
Have a great time.
have a great time on a day of family fun. So if you don't have anything else to do, if you have something else to do, you might want to change your plans.
Right.
Come on over and enjoy what we have. They have over 700 backpacks and supplies to give away. But here's the thing. We want to make sure that you pre-register in advance, because that makes it easier for you and easier for them. Nobody wants to be standing around in lines, right? We all know how it is when you go to Six Flags and you guys stand in line, but you're standing right there. You see the people who pre-register, they get to go right by you and get on the rides first,
That's
right?
yeah.
So same thing happens here. If you get pre-registered, you can go in the faster pace line, and they can register you faster and easier. However, if you don't get a chance to do that, we don't want this to deter you. We want you to come on out and have a good time anyway. You just have to wait in line, and we'll get you set up, okay? So they have backpacks, and the other thing is the backpacks are at the grade level. So
At
you
grade
won't
level,
have
and
them
they're full of supplies.
full of supplies.
So it's more than backpacks.
for the grade level that you're going, which is
Correct.
awesome, because we're parents, when we were trying to go to school, and the list that the homework that the teacher sends to them for the parents, right? And you have to go shopping and try to get all this stuff. It's already in the bag, folks.
That's
it's
right.
already in
so
the
just
bag.
pull out your list and check it off.
Exactly, right? It's already there set up for you. So again, even more reason for you to come out and enjoy. So there's the two lines that we talked about. We have the pre-registered and those who just walk on. That's fine. Come on and enjoy anyway. As simple, they made it very simple for everybody to come in and get involved. And they have a 5-question form, and you can do it with your cell phone or your email, and that's how they identify you, by your cell phone and your email. It is not necessary for you to bring all types of birth certificates, social security cards, and all that stuff. They just go, all you need is your cell phone and your email, and this is how they identify you. And then you get a wristband. Also, in order for you to do this and to make it even easier for you, if you just happen to be walking by one of those signs in Asbury Park and it's talking about this program, all you got to do is scan the QR code.
That's right.
And,
Use
and
your
everything
phone.
will come up on your phone,
Yeah.
and it's right there. They're going to have cotton candy, ice cream, hamburger, hot dogs, all kinds of different types to your specification. I understand. So there's going to be so much going on there. Not only that, for some of us who need to get our heads right, we can get haircuts and our hair braided, so you get your head right, so you're ready to go
Children.
to school, right?
Children. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Oh, and face painting. Yes,
Yes,
they're going to be
that's
face
right.
painting.
Nice.
I don't know if necessarily know if I want it for myself, but I love watching the kids get their faces painted.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know why, but it's such a special
And
thing to me.
we're gonna have a drum tour,
line.
drum line.
A drum line is going to
nice.
be, that's
Wow.
awesome. That's always nice. I love drum. Have you ever seen a drum line?
Well, on TV and
Just on TV, yeah.
Yeah.
It is
That's
awesome.
about it.
I used to live in Georgia. I used to go to Battle of the Bands.
Yeah,
That is
lots of
that
drum lines
is
down
awesome.
south.
Right,
yes.
right.
Big
It is
time.
awesome. So I haven't been one to hear. So I'm going to have a treat
Well,
on
we hope
that
you
day.
both can make it and come on out.
Absolutely.
Well, that weekend we're actually going to be away,
Oh,
but we will be around for the next things that are coming. But we're putting the word out there.
you guys
I
can't see me,
know,
but I'm
I know.
pouting. I'm pouting right now.
When I saw
I
the
am
date, I was
pouting.
like, well, if it rains, then it's going to be on August 27th.
We hope it doesn't rain.
We're actually coming back
Oh,
Saturday.
see, I'm sorry, but y'all, I was just hoping for rain, guys. I want to be there. I want to see this. But yes, I love seeing the children getting their face painted and their faces light up and them just having a great time. It's such a special thing for me. Go ahead, Will.
Yes.
If you have any performers, any kids that want to perform,
Yes.
please let us know and we'll get them on the itinerary.
Yes, and that's what I was about to go into. Definitely reach out if you have anybody who wants to perform, whether they want to sing, a performer. If you have an instrument and they want to perform with the instrument or whatever the case may be. What about poems? Is that something? Poem singing, musicians or whatever. If they want to come up there and perform, they are able to come up there to perform. So you want to get in touch with Will Wright at 732-684-1468. Okay? Again, you want to reach out to Will Wright at 732-684-1468 so he can get them registered to go up there and sing and have a good time.
All right. Should I translate now?
Oh, yes, please. That was a lot.
Nous t'avons parlé ensemble avec Sue, Cecilia, avec Will de Community Karma. C'est une organisation qui travaille ensemble avec le public dans Asbury Park. Yo organisé un événement, y a fait back to school giveaway, ça veut dire que y a bail provision pour ti moun yo aller l'école. Y a bail backpack qui gagne provision l'école là-dedans. Yo besoin pour nous enregistrer. Jean que nous ka enregistrer, nous ka aller dans communitykarma.org aller enregistrer. Je dis en anglais parce que c'est en anglais que je parle, c'est en anglais lié. C'est communitykarma.org-LEGISTEL. C'est là pour nous aller pour nous enregistrer. C'est vraiment important pour nous enregistrer parce que là nous enregistrer dans le jour ça, c'est 26 août, midi jusqu'à 4 heures l'après-midi. Je dis comme ça, là que nous enregistrons, là nous arrivons, il y a mettez-nous dans l'autre ligne, gens qui déjà enregistré, il y a nos bracelets que nous avons déjà enregistrés. L'enregistrer, c'est 5 questions seulement où répondre. 5 questions ça l'a aider pour connaître qui qualité backpack pour yo buy petit one parce que chaque petit moun yo gain grade que yo là-dedans so backpack yo a coordonner ensemble avec grade que yo y dans l'école là. So yo besoin pour nous enregistrer avant et puis gain l'autre ligne tout si que gen moun qui pa vle aller sur website là pour yo ka enregistrer ou ka aller dans l'autre ligne dans jour ça mais ça ka prend temps ou camper dans ligne si que pas vle camper dans ligne enregistrer avant et puis yo dit comme ça que le que enregistrer y a on va recevoir tout bagay ça yo et puis yo gagner l'autre bagay tout qui a fait dans journée ça c'est un jour de réjouir pour toute famille qui vient ensemble pour yo réjouir je dis comme ça yo pral buy 700 backpack qui gagne provision là-dedans y a buy manger yo gagne bounce house je dis comme ça que yo gagne l'école musique Lake House que ti moun qui pral performer yo besoin connaître si que nous gagne ti moun tant qu'on connaît si mon dans l'église nous kon jouer piano nous kon jouer guitare nous kon jouer drums si que nous conduisons instrument nous besoin participer pour nous performer ou après les Will Bright son numéro de téléphone 732 684 1468 numéro de téléphone ni encore c'est 732 684 1468 juste à tout il y a gagné cotton candy il y a gagné hamburgers, y a même fait chevaux même sous que si moun yo besoin pour yo gen haircut, ti garçon yo, ti fille yo si que yo besoin payer, y a fait ça pour yo tout et puis tout bagay c'est gratis ti chéri. Si que nous dans zone Asbury Park là, les n'a conduit, n'a ouais que yo gagné signe yo dans la cour Asbury Park là, yo gagné QR code que nous ka utiliser cellulaire téléphone nous pour nous scanner et puis pour nous enregistrer vraiment important et puis yo dit comme ça que Community Karma c'est une organisation qui est là pour travailler ensemble avec Public Asbury Park tout le monde qui parle anglais monde qui parle créole monde qui parle espagnol so ça veut dire que nous n'a formé une relation ensemble avec eux chaque fois qu'il a fait un bagage il a bien là parler ensemble avec nous et puis n'a porter information par nous et puis nous-mêmes tous nous avons participé Radio Bonne Nouvelle ensemble avec Community Action Network. Okay, so that was it.
So we definitely just want you to have what you need and what we always promise to bring you is good content. So the lines are open for you to call in on air. You can call in at 732-775-0220 or 732-775-0225. You can call in with any questions that you might have or anything that you need to know about. So we're looking forward to hearing from you. We have Sue, Cecilia, and Will. They're here to answer any questions that you may have. And you can call in at 732-775-0220 and 775-0225.
Si vous avez des questions pour Will, pour Cecilia, pour Sue, pendant que vous chita là ensemble avec nous, de programme ça qui a fait 26 août, midi pour 4 heures l'après-midi, nous mettrons les numéros de téléphone Kounia 732-775-0220, 732-775-0225. Si que nous parlons sous l'air là, nous besoin de relais, l'autre numéro c'est 908 484-98-20, men nou pa jwen moun ki repon telefon sa. So, si nou gen kesyon konya, nou metre le konya, padan ki yo la.
And no, just remember, there's no need to give your full name, or if you don't want to give a name at all, you can just give us a call and let us know what your question is. Your input may help yourself or someone else.
Okay. So our listeners are shy. They don't really call in, and we've been talking to them about that. They're like, oh, we're listening, but they don't like to call in. So I doubt that we'll get anyone to call in. But just in case, if you want to call in, they're still here, but they are getting ready to leave. So if you want to call in, now's the time to do it. 732-775-0220, 732-775-0225. Ou bien, on parle les 732-775, 02-20, 732-775, 02-25. So did we forget anything? Is that all?
No, thank you so much for having us.
Hopefully
we did okay. We're not used to being on the radio.
No.
We're not used to being on the radio.
Yeah, it's, you know.
So now you can put that on your resume. That's your first time on your resume.
You're welcome to come back anytime. You guys did well.
Anytime. We love you. We love it.
Yeah.
So that is it for them today. Remember, guys, this is going to be a beautiful time, an awesome time for everybody, you and your family, to come out and enjoy. Bring the children out, get their backpacks. You guys can get the children's faces painted, get their hair cut or braided. It is going to be a fun time. They can have the bouncy houses for the little children, and there are so many things going on. You can grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and it is going to be a great fun time for all. So if you have any questions, again, you're listening to WYGG Family Radio, Family Matters on WYGG, Good News Radio, WYGG 88.1.
All right, and as I'm sorry, Will, is there something?
In September, near the end of September, I'll be having a clothes drive and coat drive at my church, and I will come back. I'll give you guys a call and let you know, so you can get that information out. I'll give you all the information soon.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So there you go. There you have it. So so as you see, again, we bring you great content. And in September, they're going to be having. Will is going to be having a clothes drive and a coat drive. That is going to be even more things for you as going forward. So if you have any questions, again, one more time, give us a call at 732-775-0220, and that's 775-0225.
One last thing, on l'autre bagay ke map di nou, leke nou ale pou nou registre pou program nan, yo genyen form ke nap rempli li an kreyol. So leke nou moute sou internet lan pou nou ale sou communitykarma.org -ale-devant.registre. Y ap gen program sa, y ap gen document en créole pour nous remplir. Wap ka li en créole pour wap ka remplir li, et puis y ap gen yani. Et puis besoin ba nou adresse en tout c'est 1101 1001 Springwood Avenue dans Asbury Park. Et puis c'est samedi 26 août à midi pour 4 heures. Si que la pluie tombe jour samedi ça, y a fait le 27 août midi pour 4 heures.
Awesome. So, therefore, that concludes that part of the show. Thank you so much for you guys coming. We enjoyed you very much. We would love to have you come out again. All right?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless.
So,
Have a
God
great
bless
day.
you. God bless you.
Thanks for everything.
And if we have any other questions, we will. If any questions come in after they've gone, then we'll just transfer those questions over to them and get whatever questions that you need answered. And then you can again give us a call, and we will contact you and let you know the answers to your questions. So today we are coming to you with yet another format, and I have to give Elna. I have to give Elna the accolades of this topic, which is kind of funny to me. This topic that she pulled up or came up with is called "What's Eating You?"
Yes, what's eating you? Yes, because we eat a lot of things, and what we think we're eating something, it's actually eating us, because it's not good for us.
There's a lot of things, and there are actually things that are out there that we think are good for us and actually are working against us. And a lot of times we're trying to go on diets and we're trying to lose weight. We're trying to, feel better or get better. We're having joint pains and this pain and that pain. We're aging faster and so forth and so on, losing hair. A lot of these things are attributed to the things that we're eating and the things that we're doing. So, or for that matter, not eating and not doing. That's a good point, right? There are things that we're not eating that we should be eating, especially as a people. We should be eating some more of certain things that will
That's
help
right.
us to be in better health and help us to shed those pounds, clean up our veins, clean up our heart, right? There are foods and different types of things that actually does that. So
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this over. Did you want me to go on this part first, or you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna translate. So,
Okay.
typique sujet que n'a discuté aujourd'hui, c'est qui ça cap manger ou qui ça cap manger au peuple haïtien, qui ça cap manger nous, qui ça cap manger famille nous. Les qui n'a manger en qualité manger, nous pensons que c'est nous mêmes cap manger mais manger c'est lui même cap manger nous parce que manger ou pas bon. Gens que yo fait manger dans pays ça et puis gens que yo mettez un paquet produit un paquet de bagaille chimique dans manger qualité manger li pas bon li kon fait moun vin malade un paquet problème manger au bail yo fait nous vin gros nous vin tellement gros nous vin gen sick nous vin gen tension un paquet qualité maladie manger que n'a manger fait que nous gagnons. So, et ça nous pas discuter. Qui qualité manger ça yo qui pas bon. Pour qui raison bagay lan yé comme ça. Et puis qui ça ou même ou ka faire pour ka changer direction régime alimentaire qui gens que ou ka changer gens que ou manger pour santé ou pour ka vinn pi meilleur.
Wow. So the rise of obesity and diet-related disease around the world has happened hand in hand with the marketing of fast food and sugary sodas, of processed meats and branded snack foods. These are the things that that we are consuming on a regular basis, day after day after day. And I'm just going to share something with you, a simple something, especially for a lot of people with diabetes. I'm going to share something personal with you. My wife and my family, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and we, are kind of big on ginger ale. We have, schnapps, and we have, not schnapps,
Schweppes.
Schweppes, yes,
And
Schweppes.
Canada Dry is what I
Canada
call
Dry,
it.
she
It's
calls it
Canada Dry, but I
yes.
call it
So
Canada Dry.
we're big on ginger ale, and one thing is ginger ale actually does have benefits for you.
That
How-
ginger root.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be really
and
good.
ginger and
In a natural form.
yes. However, no, ginger ale itself, ginger ale, the soda, actually helps with stomach problems, stomach aches. Actually helps with headaches. It helps with you when you have stuff in your throat. It helps to clear
GERD.
it up. Yes.
Yeah.
However, it's not to be done or taken in on a regular basis constantly.
Like your go-to drink.
Right, and which is what happened because we were going to that place that we were going to, and they had them for $2 for $3, right?
Yes,
They
oh
big
my
2 liters. So listen, my friends, we had ginger ale for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anytime we wanted something else to drink besides
Well, I
water,
don't know if I had it for breakfast.
we were drinking ginger ale quite well.
I barely ate breakfast, but okay.
Okay, so at any rate, anytime we were thirsty and we didn't want to drink water, we have a problem. Not just us.
Yes.
We drink quite a bit of water,
Yes.
but as a family, we drink quite a bit of water.
We don't
But,
even buy like ginger ale or any kind of soda whatsoever
No.
or juice
now.
anymore.
But
Yeah.
then we were drinking quite a bit of ginger
Yes.
ale. And remember, we went to the doctor, and they told us we were borderline ginger ale.
Diabetic.
I'm sorry. Yes.
We drank ginger ale so much that we almost
Become
turned
ginger ale.
into ginger ale.
Absolutely. But yes, we were borderline diabetics. And it came to me right off the bat. I was like, I know what the problem is. Because it's like when and when you try to be careful of what you're eating and what you're drinking, you automatically know what's outside of what your normal is. So it automatically came to me that, you know what, we're drinking too much of this ginger ale.
Yeah.
We're drinking too much of this. So what we did is we just cut back on the ginger ale. As a matter of fact, at one point we just cut it out completely so we can get back. We were drinking more water, and which I'll come to in a minute, about the water and types of water.
Yes.
I'll come to that in a minute. But also we just cut back on that, and when we went back to the doctor, we were straight. No
That's
more,
right. That's
no,
right.
No diabetic. Not the right diabetes.
Because everything you consume in your body, tout ça que nous manger, li tourne sick and corner. It turns into sugar.
Exactly.
Everything you take in.
Because everything we have has sugar in it. If it wasn't born with sugar, or if it wasn't put sugar, if sugar was put in it, when
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
Right.
Nan Amerika le yo fè manje yo mette nan boîte yo manje, yo mette nan freezer. Tout kalite manje yo fè, yo deja prepare li, yo mette sik la dan. Pou ki sa ou bezon mette sik nan tout kalite manje? Paske yo konen gen yon kemik ki reakte nan servo nou, leke nou manje ki gen sik la dan ni, servo an di, oh nou reme sa, nou bezon plus sa. Konya wap kontinye al achete men bagay lan paske te remen, paske kor remen. Servo di ke kor remen, epi ou vle kontinye achete sa. Se pou yo ka fe plus l'ajan, epi ou men konya lo al nan dokter a di, ou fe si konya ba ou, yo on sel medikaman non, ya bo 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 medikaman pou pran chak jou. Konya ou vin esklavaj a pran medikaman chak jou. Li pa bon, fok nou chanje jan ke nou pay atensyon kalite manje ke nap manje, right? So what I was saying is when we consume all kinds of food in America, like pretty much anything that's packaged, that's pre-made, they put sugar in it because there's a chemical that speaks to our brain. When we consume something with sugar, it tells us that we like it, and we want more of it, and then we go back for more, and we keep buying and eating these horrible things, and then then we develop diabetes and other kinds of diseases, and then they want to give you medication. And it's not just one kind of medication. It's like 3, 5, 6, 7 types of medication that you end up taking on a daily. You become a slave to taking, medication daily. That's not how we should be living. Absolutely not.
And you hear it said often in the industry, the fitness industry. And I know they're trying to take fear, or they're trying to take fault off of other people. But it's also a sales ploy where they say it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And in a sense that's true. And it's true in the sense that a lot of times we don't know what's in the food that we're eating and what we're eating, and what they put in the food, and they make it so easy to get these types of food.
Yes, convenience. That's
right.
What it's selling,
Exactly, because everybody's pockets are hurting.
Yeah,
so
and everybody's busy. You have to go to work. Kids have to go to school.
2 or 3 jobs.
By the time you get home, it's like you're so tired. Like it's easier to just go to Domino's and order a pizza, as opposed to cooking a meal.
Exactly.
Which will definitely be more healthy,
Which we want to get to that as well, as far as the cooking strategies of what we can do to help ourselves out when it comes down to these types of patterns, these habits that we have that are not good habits. And one of the main ones I want to talk about is that's not a good habit, is allowing the industry to provide our food for us.
Yeah.
This is what I mean about accountability. Is what I say is not really our fault, but we have gotten too used to the industry providing our food for us. We've gone further away from. We don't have to, wait for farmers and so forth and so on to provide us all of our foods. We can provide our own. I have neighbors who have chickens in their yard.
Yeah.
And they have and they make their own eggs.
That's right.
And they're growing vegetables in their own backyard. We plan to do the same.
Yeah.
In certain ways.
I'm gonna say that in Creole.
Right.
Dit comme ça, pinga no quitter ces gros market ou bien gros compagnie qui fait manger pour nous qu'à manger parce que ça y mettre dans manger n'est pas bon et puis y a gardé pour intérêt pas yo y a pas gardé pour intérêt pas ou même et comme seulement yo besoin faire yo pas care yo pas aucun intérêt pour dire que oh non pas mettre ça là-dedans parce que c'est pas bon pour mon yo pas comme ça yo penser oui n'a mettre ça là-dedans parce que là nous mettre bagay ça dans manger les ka arrêter dans market là plus long et puis nous ka faire plus cob et comme ça yo penser oui so li bon pour nous responsables pour manger que n'a manger qui j'en nous ka faire ça Manti t'a dit que nous gagnons neighbor nous côté nous retient yo gagné et puis gon paquet de monde qui fait ça tout et pas yo même seulement yo gagné how you say chicken in Creole yo gagné poule yo gagné
Poultry.
poule yo gagné poule de dans la couyo yo gagné poule ka branze ka faisait et puis c'est ça que yo manger et puis si que vous voulez tirer pour la tout pour yo manger yo ka faire ça tout mais yo utiliser pour yo ka gagner pour yo faisait et puis c'est ça et puis c'est ça là on manger c'est ça yo pigou que ga d'autres c'est que yo mettait dans market yo so ou ka faire ça tout si que ou gen kay ou gen la cou ou ka faire ça si que ou gen kay ou gen la cou ou ka planter végétable l'em te petit connais papa me te kon li te gen jardin li te kon a grandi maïs un paquet de bagaille on connaît papa ici nous ka faire ça faire manger nous si nous capable grandi manger nous dans la coupe nous et pas business aucun monde qui ça nous fait dans la coupe nous c'est la coupe pauvre c'est ou même qui paye pour lui au cas faire manger grandi manger pour nous manger bon qualité manger pour nous pas malade gens qui tout le monde malade dans pays ça parce que qualité manger que y a ba nous dans market la qualité manger dans acheter yo pas bon pour nous.
Right. And the reason being, as we were just saying, our culture is just more critical of individuals who eat junk foods. We just eat junk food and not critical enough of corporations who profit from selling them. And that's what the bottom line comes to, right? So you can know when it comes down to greed and comes down to filling other pockets or whatever case may be, our safety and the concern for us is out the window. It's about whatever sells, and the faster it sells, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if they can, whatever they put out there, which is by far the funniest thing to me. We talk about this every time we go to the grocery store. We look at stuff that they have to come up, chemicals and things that they have to combine and come up with ways of making it taste good and all this other stuff to make it look like the real thing or whatever, or to damage the real thing or whatever the case may be. They do all this, and these things cost less than it does to just pull something out of the ground.
Isn't that something?
Or to pull something off of a
does
tree.
that make any sense whatsoever?
Right.
You did nothing to this. You did nothing to it. All you did was take it and you put it in a container. You put some plastic over it, and then you sold it. But it costs more.
It costs more to do
than
that
the thing that you took and you put all this extra stuff in there, to make it horrible for people.
But what's
almost
the
to the point of being poisonous.
But remember, we're dealing with the Food Administration, right?
Yeah.
The FDA and so forth and so on. So what does that mean? So if you continue to consume food like this and to continue to operate in this way, then what does it do? You get diabetes, you get high blood pressure, you get cancer, you get all these other things because you don't know what you're eating.
Le manger bagay sa yo kon yo vin développer tension, cancer, on paquet qualité, il y a des gens qui ont fait arrêtement de cœur, on paquet qualité maladie qui ont développé, qui moun sa bénéficier. Moun kap vend médicament yo, c'est eux même qui bénéficient sous ça. Ou vin malade, yo même yo fait profit.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that the statistics, my tongue is twisted this morning.
Untwist your tongue.
The sales of fast food has grown by 30%. If you can imagine that, if you ever go by McDonald's and look at a McDonald's sign, and they're serving so many millions of people, and they're talking about the sales have gone up by 30% worldwide. It's just about you go anywhere now in the world and you'll find a McDonald's, a Burger King, a Wendy's.
This is in 2011 to 2016.
Exactly.
I can only imagine what it is now.
And I was going to get that. Exactly. I was going to get to that. And the sales of packaged food it grew 25%. In 2016, somewhere in the world, a new branch of, as we just got finished talking about, Domino's Pizza opened get this people, every 7 hours. Somewhere in the world, a Domino's Pizza opened up a place every 7 hours.
Est-ce que vous entendez ça? Vous entendez? Yo ti kon sa nan 2016, on kote nan monde nan, un nouveau branche Domino's Pizza ouvri chaque 7 ans. Et pas 7 années, et pas 7 mois, et pas même 7 jours. 7 ans, yo ouvri un nouveau branche Domino's Pizza. Wow.
Yeah. And so that being said, across the board, across all social classes, most of us eat and drink more than our grandparents did. Whether we are cooking a leisurely dinner at home from fresh ingredients or grabbing a takeaway from a fast food chain.
Wow. Yo di kon sa, moun jodi an, nous consommer, nous manger plus manger que grand-mère nous avec grand-père nous te manger les ou même yo te vivant les yo te jeune monde. Pour quelle raison? Pour quelle raison ça comme ça? Pour ça nous manger tout manger ça yo. Gagner plat manger. Si que nous te ka prendre plat manger, on plat, nous pas besoin mettre manger sous. Mais si tu prends plat manger, yo dit comme ça que si vous regardez plat là, si que là vous mangez un plat manger, plus fort plat manger est supposé gagner produit vert là-dedans, tant que laitue, tant que zucchini, tout végétable. Faut plat manger gagne plus bagay ça yo sous li que dirian, que viande même, OK, que fromage. Si que nous ta manger plus végétable, l'ita bon.
So,
we're talking about the plate.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was just going to get to. They say this, plates are bigger than they were 50 years ago. Our idea of a portion is inflated. I happen to be, should I say this? Should I tell everybody this? Because normally I go to different places and I tell them actually how old I am and they don't believe me. So, but I can tell you that when I was growing up, we had nice sized plates. Mm-hmm. But this food is not so much as the amount.
It's the quality.
It's the quality of the food, and which is what we want to get to. Let's break down the practices that we need to get into, because one of the biggest problems is, and the reasons why we run to these fast food restaurants all the time. There are times when we are. And it's not that we don't ever eat fast food, but we seriously moderate when it comes down time that we eat fast food. However, we want to eat less fast food than we do actual food. And the actual foods we need to be careful of, not to have all the GMOs and all the things.
Let's talk about GMOs real quick. We have to talk about this.
Yes, but we're going to have to talk some of it.
We're going to be really quick about it.
And we're going to move
What's
on.
a GMO?
Next time.
What's a GMO? It's a genetically modified organism.
Exactly.
On bagay ke yo modifiye genetik, ça veut dire on bagay ke yo fait dans lab. OK?
Right.
Pour que ça manger ou manger fait dans lab?
And so the reason why this is, and they've done this, they've modified the stuff that they give the chickens. They've modified different things. Let's talk about the watermelon. Let's talk about the watermelon. We're talking about the GMOs, okay?
Melon.
So they modify these things so that they grow faster, they get bigger,
Yeah.
so forth and so on. So this is what they do, so it happens faster. But the things that we eat, what do we say? We are what we eat. So then we see our little children growing faster. They're having learning disabilities, and the
Right.
things that they are learning faster and so forth. So that are coming from our hormones and so forth and so on. So therefore, now we're having children earlier. We're
Yes.
doing this and doing that. Our minds are consumed or set to go in a certain direction more than educational preferences or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So these are the things that are important now. So what we need to do is start eating more foods that come from the ground, actual foods that come from the ground. Now, like we said, we talked about the watermelon. We're talking about the watermelon, right? The watermelon has the actual watermelon, the seeded watermelon, not the seedless, the seeded watermelon.
But you can't find
It's
seeded
hard to
watermelons
find-
anywhere.
Yes.
They're all seedless because they messed with them.
So the actual seeded watermelon has so many attributes for your body that it is incredible. If you look it up or you find out what a watermelon, even if you grind up the watermelon and
The seeds.
the seeds, what you get out of that is amazing. However, you come to the GMO, the seedless watermelons, and you
Which
won't
they use the
find-
GMO to make them seedless.
Exactly.
And some of them, you do see like a little bit of seed in there.
The little white
when
seeds.
you
are
open
very,
it,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
that's how you know that it's been messed around with.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Because you can't find, like,
They're not even
they were
as-
supposed to label these things. When they did GMO to the food, they were
Right.
supposed to label it. Now we're finding out they don't have
You
to.
don't even have to. Yeah. And which goes back to what we're talking about, right? What we talked about, our culture is more critical of individuals who eat junk foods and not critical enough of corporations who profit from selling them.
Yes.
So it's not about our livelihood or our health that they're looking to. They're looking forward to filling their pockets. So these are the things that we need to look into. Make sure your foods are coming from a legitimate place. Make sure
Or
your food.
locally, because they do have markets,
Yes,
farmers
yes.
markets that are local.
But we have to be careful and know also. It's become like you have to investigate
Yeah, you
companies
do. You
and
do.
what they're doing and where it's coming from. So
There's a company out there. There's a couple of them in California. They
Yes.
have a couple in Israel.
Right.
They have some other places in the world where they are growing meat in a lab.
In a lab.
They're making meat in a. Y a fait viande dans lab. Qui ont fait viande dans lab?
yeah.
Oh. Ya fe viande nan la. Gade, pepa isi, si ke nan l'achto viande nan market la, asye ke gen zola det. Si pa gen zola det, pa achete.
You're gonna be able to eat the pork chop and the bone.
Si pa gen zola det, pa achete. Pe fel konfians.
So it's really interesting what's happening and what's coming going forward. So going forward, we need to start preparing meals that, like I said, that we know that comes out of the ground, natural meals. Come away from a lot of the sugary foods now, and it was why it's even more important than that. Again, when it comes down to your food, your meats and whatever, they also put sugar in your beef and in your foods and stuff like that, your chickens, whatever. They do this to help to keep it from spoiling or whatever the case may be. So whether you even know it or not, you're already eating sugar just
eating
by
that
eating
stuff.
the meat. So
Why you gotta put sugar in the meat?
right. So we're going to come over on this segment again, you gotta watch. You have to listen to the station because we're going to be bringing you content that's going to truly help you. You're wondering why you're having a problem losing weight. You're wondering why you're having a problem to control your diabetes and why your salt levels are so high and whatever the case may be. We're going to be bringing you content and information to help you out in these areas.
Raison que nous dit que pour nous grandir, manger qui n'a mangé, même salade yo, le tio, les ap laver dans factory yo mette Clorox sous les pour yo nettoyer.
Yes.
Qui ont fait mettre Clorox son bagay moun pour manger.
They douse your food with Clorox, exactly. Listen, you're listening to Family Matters at Good News Radio, WWYGG 88.1. Join us every Saturday. Again, we're going to be bringing you information, content, and things like that is going to really help. We also are going to be bringing information to you about jobs and things like that, that people that are hiring and looking to hire people. We did not get a chance to get to that today. However, we have 4 different companies, 4 or 5 different companies that are hiring locally that are paying decent, some pretty good money. So if you want that information, you can also reach out to me, again, Monty, at 848-863-9747. That's 848-863-9747.
Nous pas fin discuter ça ensemble avec nous aujourd'hui, nous pas de temps, mais nous gagnons compagnie qui cherche employé, nous pas de chance pas nos informations, mais nous gagnons information. Si que nous besoin d'information, et puis il y a payer bon cobouille. Nous gagnons Aldi, nous gagnons Wegmans, nous gagnons un paquet de compagnies qui besoin d'employés. S'il vous plaît, si que nous besoin d'information, ça après les numéros de téléphone 8. The phone number 898. What's the phone number? 732. What's the number?
848 863
863
9747
9747. Le numéro ça et puis n'a pas nous information compagnie qui chercher monde pour travailler. Il y a un paquet de travail qui disponible parce que dans la pandémie là un paquet de monde dit yo fini avec travail, yo pas travailler encore. Ça veut dire que qu'on y a gagné opportunité pour l'autre monde venir travailler. So si que nous besoin nous aider chercher travail pour nous mettre relais nous parce que nous gain information ça pour nous. Okay, so we're getting ready to sign off. We're gonna sign off because it's 5:03 and we have to go. So nous t'avons dit merci tout le monde qui t'a écouté Family Matters sur radio. Bonne nouvelle. Si que nous manquons tant de nous aujourd'hui, nous attendons encore de monsieur de 3h pour 4h sur WY 88.1 FM. Au soir, allez sur Facebook sur WYGG. Pas oublier quitter une commande pour nous dire que j'en aurai mes programmes sur Facebook. Et puis si que nous besoin plus d'informations de activités que nous te rapportons sur tout à l'heure sur Community Karma Café Back to School Giveaway là, nous avons information ça pour nous tous, nous mettre les radios ou bien les numéros de téléphone que nous avons si que nous besoin d'informations ça. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Moi je dis bonsoir et puis restez en bonne santé.
You're listening to Good News Radio. You're listening to Family Matters of Good News Radio, WYGG 88.1. You can listen you can watch on the web or listen on the website at goodnewsradiotv.com. You could also listen and soon to watch and get involved on WYGG Good News Radio on Facebook. Or you can listen in on your phone by dialing 518-906-1596. It was wonderful having you, wonderful being a part of your lives today. We enjoyed talking to you. We would love even more so if you would call and talk to us. But until then, we're signing off.
This is Elna.
And this is Monty at Family Matters, Good News Radio, WYGG 88.1. Good evening, good afternoon, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
We all can agree that raising a family in these times is challenging, With everything being so exposed and accessible through social media and the influence that come along with it, how do we find the balance?
Does your child feel confined and has no outlet?
Sasha, meet me in the bathroom so we can take our Instagram pics. Because you know once I get home, they won't let me out.
Would your child come to you when they need help?
Mom, I'm in trouble and I don't know what to do.
Do you know the signs when your child is crying out for help?
Nicholson, you don't listen. The school has called me and now I have to attend another school meeting. This time you lose your video games for 2 months.
Do you and your family need access to resources?
I lost my job. How will we get our bills paid?
Does your family have expectations and boundaries for mutual respect and understanding?
I am the man of the house, but my family does not respect me.
Finally, a show where families can feel supported and get resources for guidance during these troubled times. Presented to you by Good News Community Action. Family Matters, a radio show, aired every Saturday afternoon from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. A new segment discussing all things and situations relating to families. Family Matters Discussions, a radio show for everyone to listen together.
This is WLGG 88.1 FM, Asbury Park.